Right now, Cam Newton is still trending. It's the second straight day trending for Cam Newton over comments he made about the role of women. Cam said he was raised in a 3-parent household, his dad, his mom, and his grandma. And he said that he believes, basically, and I'm paraphrasing, the man should be the head of the household. Now, I'm not the head of my household. Let me be clear. Some of you may have seen that we are building a house in the Nashville area, and I put it out there that as we're building this house, I occasionally will share with my wife ideas that I like, and I like the idea of a big staircase inside of our new house. Now, this house is a couple years away. We're not going to be moved for a long time, but we're building a new house. Said, I really like the idea of a big staircase. In fact, I sent my wife a photo, and I said, I like the idea of sort of a double staircase, right? Like where the center is open, and you have a staircase on either side, and it's kind of a grand staircase. And I sent my wife that idea, and it was not well received, all right? I'm going to come back to Cam in a moment. But I told my wife, hey, I like the idea of this, and she was not a fan of it. And I posted, if you didn't see it, I posted out the link associated with that. I said, this was also, by the way, and then I also sent her, I said, hey, I kind of like the idea of the Sanctorum, or whatever that thing is called. But I said, what's intriguing to me is I really like this idea of the staircase. My wife said, that takes up too much space and is ostentatious and out of date. I said, well, I'm ostentatious and out of date, which I think is probably true. And she said, which is why you should not be making any of these decisions. You will get everything you want in the house. Just leave the styling to the rest of us. So I don't make any decisions in my house. And so Cam can have his own opinions about who's the head of the household. But what I find so interesting about this is we have allowed pro athletes are not woke, okay? Pro athletes, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, whoever they are, male pro athletes are not woke. We have allowed sports media members who are super woke to argue that those athletes are also super woke by choosing selective details to emphasize. But if you are an elite athlete, you are aware, more so than almost anyone else, of the value of a meritocracy. You don't want to be equal to someone else. You want to make more money than them. If you're a great quarterback, you want to make Patrick Mahomes money. You want to make Aaron Rodgers money. You want to be the best at your position. And that is the essence of a meritocracy. That's what sports is. We don't compete in sports so that everybody ends up finishing the race at the same time. We compete to see who's the best, the fastest. And to the victor go the spoils. And so associated with this, Cam Newton is not woke. Cam Newton, by and large, has a lot of traditional values because it is through traditional values that most athletes end up dominating. Work ethic, the belief in your own individual excellence, the belief in your ability to be superior in your performance to everyone else. That is the very essence of athletics. And so this idea that we have allowed to be created, that athletes are woke or that athletes are left-wingers, is a artificial construct that is predicated on super left-wing sports writers deciding to emphasize small details that make the athletes seem as if they support the same political agenda as those left-wing sports media members. Important to keep in mind.